But I want to talk about something that everybody keeps saying, this needs to be talked about. I have to talk about it. We need to talk about it. We should talk about it. And it's kind of crazy. The reason why it's associated with the you've got to talk about this, we make sure you talk about it if you are talking about sports or you're a fan of the sport of baseball, is because the team that this guy is doing it for does not appear to be on a trajectory to make the playoffs. But Shohei Ohtani is doing something again, and is doing something again that we've never seen before. And just because he's on a team that is not on a trajectory, has a chance to make the playoffs, it would be remarkable if he can make the playoffs. It would be great to see him do this in a pennant chase, in a diehard, like, gotta have it, deep down pennant chase and pennant race, and then make the playoffs in a do-or-die game that the whole country is sitting in. It would be incredible because he would start the game as a pitcher, and he would bat in the top of the first as a hitter. Last night, Shohei Ohtani, 8 innings pitched, 6 hits, 8 strikeouts, no walks, 90 pitches in a win against the Detroit Tigers in Detroit, that he was leading 2-1. 2-1. And the top of the 8th inning, and he provided himself his own insurance run by blasting one 430 feet deep into the Comerica night for his 40th home run of the season. In the history of Major League Baseball, nobody has pitched 15 games in a season and hit 30 home runs in that season too. The record that he is breaking and demolishing is Babe Ruth's. He hit 29 home runs in pitching at least 15 games in 1919. That's the record that stood until this year. And Shohei Ohtani can reach 50 easily, as we know. And if he goes on a tear, he can even hit 60. It's insanity what we are seeing. And again, if it was in New York City, with all due respect to my friends here in Southern California, if he's doing it in New York City for the Yankees, the Mets, this would be much more front page news. As a matter of fact, last night, everyone was trying to see if Miguel Cabrera could hit his 500th career home run. We're on the 500 home run watch. Thought it could happen against Ohtani, who is, as usual, the first-class, first-rate guy after the game saying, I hope he does it sooner rather than later. You know, everything that he does is first-rate, first-class, above board. Everything he does. We will never see another human being do what he is doing. And we thought that we could say that about Babe Ruth. Well, guess what? There's Shohei Ohtani. So we'll talk about it, and we'll keep an eye on it. The Angels are on the periphery. They're on the very periphery of the American League wild card race. I hope Mike Trout can come back. Could you imagine if Trout was either protected by Ohtani or Trout is protecting him or Trout's leading off to be on base for Ohtani?
It's also such a bummer. You thought that Trout would be back by now.
I know.
When he first got injured.
Because it was one of those calves. Maybe it was, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Unbelievable. Think of what this guy did. 8 innings pitched, 6 hits, 8 strikeouts, no walks, 90 pitches. And he provides himself with his own insurance run, a 430-foot blast in the 8th inning. His 40th of the season. A guy through what he did last night. I think he's 8-1 as a pitcher, starter right now. And he is at 40 home runs. It's insane. And he runs well, and he plays well, and he fields well, and he hits well, and he's first class with a microphone in front of his face. He's a face of baseball, and I am thankful for him, if not the face of baseball, Major League Baseball.